Good morning, this is Captain Brian, and just want to talk to you a little bit about your education and what you're doing to make yourself a better person tomorrow. Are you taking classes, or are you taking a hands-on project to learn something more about what you're doing or what you want to do? Because if a formal education will earn you a living, a self-taught education will make you a fortune, because what you learn day to day in your business that you're doing, you want to start a business, you want to create that business, what you learn, that's going to be a very fast learning curve of what you're doing. When you're in college, you're being taught what the textbook says, you're being taught what the professor thinks, you're being taught all those different things, and you have no say so. You just have to pass this test so you can get your degree and go out and start your major learning curve. So think about that when you're going to college. There's a lot of money spent on colleges, and you still have to pass a test of what they want to teach you. You know, depending on what you're doing, if you're studying law, there's practice. There's always an exception to something to another. But when you think about what you're actually learning, and think back of when you were in school and how you were taught it, did you absorb everything that was taught by that teacher? Probably not. A lot of it went in one ear, went out the other ear. When you learned is when you went home and read it yourself in the book, or when you had to rewrite it so you could memorize it. And that's part of your self-education. You're teaching yourself that versus listening to the teacher, unless you have a total enthralled interest in that subject, then you're going to take on a lot more. But if you can create your self-taught education, create your learning curve of your business. I know when I started my delivery business, I never put together half the gym equipment that I did, but they had the instruction book, and I had the interest, and I'd try to review it the night before. And I'd go out, and I'm putting this in front of customers that are over your shoulder watching you, and I felt like I had to be the stronger person and act like I've done 1,000 of these, which in reality it was my first trampoline. I did put a trampoline together. My first 3-station fitness center, my first treadmill. They came out with a new treadmill, they put that together. They came out, I put up a lot of basketball poles. I never even played basketball, but I put up about a basketball pole a day for the first 2 months. And then after I learned the system of it, I was putting 5 up a day. So my learning curve went real fast because I knew how efficiently I had to get that to make it happen, to make the money more profitable. When I made that first basketball pole, I probably made about $3 an hour. You know, by the end, after 3 months, I was putting 5 poles in a day. I was making $600 a day. You know, so that hourly rate went up substantially. It was almost $75 an hour, you know, plus a little lunchtime in there. So when you figure out how you can teach yourself what you want to know, you're going to take that in a lot faster, because you're learning an interest that you want, or a goal that you have set forward that you need to be educated on to get that to happen. You're going to take that in, and you're going to teach yourself that. You're going to read books. You're going to watch videos on YouTube. You're going to look for mentors that can help you do that. Someone who's been there before already that you can ask questions, and that's going to help you get there faster yet. So think about your education. Think about how you're learning. Think about what you're doing to make your next goal, to make you a better person tomorrow. I'm Captain Brian. If you like this, please share it with a friend.